is your land.
Come seek an adventure at the old pirates, eh?
Make the jump to light speed.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Welcome to the Disneyland Beat, where our toes tap to a Disneyland drum.
And we always whistle while we work.
Hi, I'm Amy.
And I'm TC. The parks have been busy this past July with fairly large crowds. Nonetheless, availability for Magic Key and ticket holders alike has been pretty much wide open.
It was pretty hot there for a while, but the humidity has died down a bit and temps are sitting in the mid to high 80s over the next 10 days.
But don't forget to keep in the shade or stay covered, and most importantly, stay hydrated. Disney sells Dasani water, yuck, and Smart Water, and they offer free cups of water at counter service locations, and both parks have drinking fountains all over the place that are meticulously maintained.
Well, Haunted Mansion has opened its cinemas worldwide, and it's obvious it won't be the financial blockbuster that Barbie has become, but it's noteworthy that the film has a ton of fun ride-related Easter eggs.
And that most of them, whenever possible, seem to center around Disneyland's particular version of the ride, set in New Orleans, and that makes the film just a little more special.
We will be putting out our review of the film soon.
News from Fantasmic at Disneyland. In a statement, Disney officials said, "Our goal is to always deliver the best possible show for our guests." With that in mind, we are planning the return of Fantasmic with exciting new magic in spring 2024. So we have a little bit to wait.
Regarding the spring return, Disney also noted, "At that time, the show won't include the dragon figure, but it will feature new special effects and a thrilling new battle scene between Sorcerer Mickey and Maleficent." But don't freak out yet. We do not know if this means the dragon figure is being removed permanently from the show or if it's just going to take longer for a new dragon to be ready to take the stage.
Disney has presented Fantasmic without the dragon figure lots of times over the show's long history. Whenever the dragon malfunctions, the show runs into so-called B mode with an animated Maleficent. It's projected onto one of the 3 mist screens.
Of course, we want more than just B mode, though. We'll be disappointed if this is the new normal, so we hope Disney Imagineers have some cool prop up their sleeves. Anyone want the puppet head dragon back?
At the moment, singer Queenie and the Jambalaya Jazz Band are performing mini sets of Disney and New Orleans flavored standards from a float, backed by fountains and lighting. It is a lot of fun.
Thanks to a notice on the Disney Auditions website, we now know more about one of those acts. Disney has posted a casting notice seeking a solo jazz pianist to portray Joe Gardner, the music teacher from Soul. The callbacks are not until mid-September, so it will be a bit before we see the new show.
Disneyland has taken a step recently that might upset some fans, as it does go against Walt Disney's wishes for the park. They announced that alcohol will now be served at 3 more table service locations inside the park. Starting September 12th, Cafe Orleans, Riverbell Terrace, and Carnation Cafe will add wine, beer, and pre-mixed cocktails to their existing menus.
This will have 5 venues serving alcohol inside the berm. Club 33 was the first and is so exclusive that it has almost no impact on the park. And Oga's Cantina opened with Galaxy's Edge being the first somewhat accessible spot to grab a drink. Then, drinks were added at Blue Bayou, Disneyland's prized restaurant inside Pirates of the Caribbean.
And overall, we think it's a success. You are limited to 2 drinks as well as a time period that you can stay. The drinks are interesting and the ambience, of course, is fun.
The new venues to serve alcohol, like Oga's, require reservations, are table service locations with more expensive food, and they have contained seating areas that the alcohol will have to stay in to be consumed. We have to admit, mimosas with breakfast on the Carnation Cafe Terrace sounds quite lovely.
But we don't want to see an increase in guest confrontations or issues that make cast members' job harder. And poor Walt.
Multiple outlets included reporting last week that a settlement has been reached between the Disneyland Resort and a Magic Key holder who filed suit against Walt Disney Parks and Resorts, alleging that the company used deceptive marketing practices when it began selling the new passes, which replaced the former annual passport program.
In her lawsuit, Bay Area resident Janelle Nielsen claimed that she was unable to use her $1,400 Dream Key to visit Disneyland in November of 2021, despite the top-tier pass being advertised as having no blockout dates. While there are no available reservations for the dates she wanted to visit using her Dream Key, Nielsen was able to purchase single-day tickets for the same date.
Her lawsuit alleged that Disney artificially limited the number of reservations available to Dream Key holders, creating a second-class ticket with limited availability. The next court date is August 31st, at which details of the settlement may be approved by the court. We have no idea what the settlement may include for other Dream Key purchasers.
Attention SoCal residents, a really cool Indiana Jones event. Raiders of the Lost Ark live in concert is coming to the 5 Point Amphitheater in Irvine on August 13th. John Williams' epic score is going to be performed live to the film by the Pacific Symphony, conducted by Konstantin Kitsopoulou. Okay, let's take a look at the construction and refurbishment projects happening around the park, check in with all of the closures you might encounter, and we're going to get some help from our on-the-scene reporters on the way.
There are a ton of projects happening over the next couple of months. The Adventureland Treehouse still continues work daily. It is slated to open later this year, but no date is set.
And you can see, everyone, the Toy Towers are finally being built here at San Francisco Square. You can see it looks very close to the artwork rendering they showed us previously. All they need to have to do next is just to paint them to the proper color, which is like a golden or an orange type of color for the bridge. Very, very cool. I'm very excited for these towers. This wind sock is going to be placed on top of Rita's Baja blenders, and it will be coming soon. This is the new Cerveza Beer, which replaces the old beer cart. This is right next to the Rancho Cabana, which is going to be possibly part of the restaurant right here. This is going to be the site of the new Hermana Bot Shop, which replaces the old beer cart here, which is going to be a home of the new meet and greet for Baymax and Hero. San Francisco Square opens August 31st.
Tiana's Palace is getting much closer to an opening date. Disney released an image of the riverboat smokestacks on top of the building, and they look so festive. And of course, the Mint Julep Bar is still closed as well, but you can get beignets at several other nearby spots.
We expect to start to hear about New Orleans-inspired dishes being offered soon before it opens later this year.
The Disneyland monorail closed July 5th and will remain closed until August 31st for refurbishment. It looks like a lot of work is being done to the downtown Disney station.
You can see right now behind me that the sail in Central is still under construction right now, but however, it is still creating a bottleneck situation right in the heart of downtown Disney. As you can see, the construction for downtown Disney is moving right along right now. You can see the construction of Pasto's new performance stage right over here to the right. And I'm so amazed at the progress they're making with some of these buildings back here.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride closed again July 24th and will remain closed until August 10th for refurbishment.
We rode it on July 23rd, thought it looked like it was in really great shape. Every effect seemed to be working, even the fog in the Inferno room, which had been broken for so long. So this is probably exterior work to the building.
These instructions have been up here for years, and we still don't know what's gonna pop up.
Haunted Mansion closes August 14th through to the 31st to install the Haunted Mansion Holiday Overlay. And it does make us wonder, how much does the Holiday Overlay have to do with Disney's decision to release the Haunted Mansion film in July?
Maybe the overlay should have been put off until after Halloween, so they could coordinate a Halloween release for the movie and have in-park promotions.
Dumbo closes for the day on August 21st for refurbishment. Just one day of rest for the flying pachyderm.
Pirates Lair on Tom Sawyer's Island will be closed September 6th and 7th. We don't know what for, but if we had to guess, it's going to be tree work.
Splash Mountain is, of course, closed forever and mid-transformation into Tiana's Bayou Adventure. The updated attraction is scheduled to open in late 2024.
One thing that we've noted these past few weeks that could be a result of this closure is the line for the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh has been really long, often stretching all the way out to the bridge and beyond. How about that? So it looks like the water features here at Donald's Duck Boat are still behind walls even, so here we are in our heat wave, and our only water feature that you can really play with in the park isn't working.
Toy Story Midway Mania is currently closed and does not open again until August 17th. Several monitors are glitchy and only seem to work intermittently, so we hope this is some of what's being fixed during this closure.
Redwood Creek Challenge Trail closes the first 2 weeks of August, July 31st through August 14th, to get its Halloween Villains Grove overlay.
This one's a bummer. Radiator Springs Racers closes August 18th through the 26th. Disney tries to keep this park headlining attraction open as much as possible, but the ride is showing its wear and tear these days.
While many of the interior scenes have been recently repaired, the massive car animatronics do require constant maintenance, and the outside road tread has been wearing very thin in spots, and it's very patchwork at the moment.
And at the edge of the currently scheduled calendar, we have some closures that we're not yet sure of the return dates for. The Animation Academy will close August 21st, and the Sorcerer's Workshop in the same building closes August 28th.
And finally, the Golden Zephyr closes August 28th as well for an undetermined amount of time.
And that's quite a lot of closures, construction, and changes happening at the park, not to mention the sad, empty Magic Eye Theater and Star Wars Launch Bay.
And a reminder, Rogers the Musical over at DCA is only scheduled to run through August, so go catch this delightful stage show while you can.
Don't forget, if you want to see Rogers the Musical, you can try the premium Rogers the Musical experience for $30. You get a nice large bucket of popcorn, a drink, and a lanyard. Really cool experience.
Personally, and without evidence, we think Disney is working on a larger, slightly longer Avengers-based musical for the fall with a similar cast.
Well, that's it for today. Thanks for joining us.
May the light in the firehouse window always shine brightly.
And may your dreams always come true. See you real soon, Mouseketeers.